going to meet and you help your relationship with God. Let your walk with God push you in the right direction and then help you find that person, whether as a man, whether as a woman, so that you can see beyond the physical. If he wanted to look at the physical, he would have missed it. As a matter of fact, I had to ask him, what are you looking, what do you, I told him, I had to ask, what do you see in me? And he said, why are you asking? I said, because I don't understand why. Because he was really chasing me. I was like, what's wrong with this guy? There are many ladies out there, and I know his friends. For you to be in a church like this, he was one of the working class singles coordinators. So after all the singles meeting, and me, I don't like something to fly the rush. People they rush, mango, everybody. Anything people are rushing at, you will see me there. So everybody, after the service, I'm like, what is it? Is it not one human being? Why are they rushing me like this? And I will just waste my way. Yes, we were friends. He was even the one that invited me to Daystar. But at some point, when I noticed the way ladies were all over him, everybody, I was like, please, me, I don't have time for all this. After I'm gone. And then even when he began to say, I want to marry, I'm like, with all the girls, what are you looking for? And then I had to ask him, what do you see? What do you really want? I had to ask that question, not because I did not have an understanding of myself, but there were many ladies who were better than me as at that time. Ladies who had cars, who had finished, who were living on their own. Ladies who have traveled abroad. As a matter of fact, they buy me things. In fact, God, I've told God, it's only God that knows that I was not pretending, For one particular one, went abroad, came back, bought me perfume, bought me on this and everything. Because they used to call me Emmanuel's sister. So most of them thought I was really his sister without even asking me. Because I came to church through him. They never asked me, Emmanuel's sister. Me too, I accepted the name because I didn't see anything coming. Until when something started coming, I say, so what will I do about this name? And then they gave me pants, gave me on this, gave me perfume. I collected it. And he was saying, after a while, I started hearing, how far with this your brother? Talk to him now. I say, brother. I now went to brother, you too. How far? He said, no, this is what I want. I will talk this way. He will talk this way. I say, brother was looking for me. And I will say, no, but this one is good. Because I don't collect something. This one is, brother refused to cooperate. I'll say, what will I do now? That's why it was difficult. It took me 6 months to agree. Not because I was trying to prove hard to get. No. But because I was I was that confused. I was like, what do I do? How do I go back to all these people and say I did not know? Some of them did not greet me again. That's the truth. Some of them did not greet me again. But for a man to be in that kind of environment and still look at the one with one basket owing school fees. I was owing school fees. He married me with basic from school. And I'm like, what does it mean? That's why there is no way I go to. There is no, now, maybe sometimes it seems like I even have more speaking engagements than it does now because he's focusing on plenty things now. I will seem to go out more. People seem to begin to know my business even more. But there is no way Ituro will get to that. I will forget this guy. Yeah. There's nothing. There is no way. There is no amount of money. There's nothing you are going to show me. There is no man God will create after that will make me forget this one. Because, okay, it's Valentine, so let me enjoy it. But I'm saying it's not about Valentine. It's because God gave me a scripture, Matthew 13, verse 46. When a man finds a pearl, he goes to sell all that he has and comes back for it. Verse 44 says, when he finds a treasure, he covers it well. And by the time he came, he found me when nobody saw me. That's the truth. I didn't even have toasters. So by the time he was mentoring me, all this while he has been mentoring me for years before he ever said this. I saw him as a mentor, and by the time this came up, the man was mentoring and preparing his wife. How many of you can take that step today to prepare your wife? Some of us ladies, that's what's happening to us too. You are looking for a husband material, ready to wear. Not all materials come as ready to wear. Some of them, you buy it as material, you measure it, cut it, sew it, iron it safe before it will look like husband material. And the problem is not the husband material. The problem is that you are not a good tailor. You are a no-co. So look beyond what you are seeing now. While you are marrying for the present, remember you are marrying most importantly for the future. Can this person father my children? That takes me to the last point. I have very few minutes left, and my last point is work on finding a partner. Can this partner suit the future I am trying to build? Because you're not just marrying a husband for yourself, you're marrying a father for your children. You're marrying a brother-in-law for your siblings. You're marrying a son-in-law for your parents. So you're not just marrying a wife for yourself, you're marrying a mother. You're picking a mother for your children. You're picking a neighbor for your neighbors. Can she live with your neighbors? Can she cope with your siblings? So you don't. That's why when we take the decision, you're thinking about you alone. That's why you must not take the decision based on the physical appearance alone. You're thinking about fine, if we get home. These days that women are all these things we are seeing is not what you see is not what you get. It's before. These days what you see is not what you get to. If you see us like this, if you know the packaging we have packaged before we came out. When the woman removes everything, you now say, what's happening here? See, that's why you must focus beyond the physical. Because again, even if what you see is what you get, it's not everybody that will be married. Of course, I know people, you see their before and after now. You see them now, and you're like,